Welcome, everyone, to the HEX.com show on RHMax.tv. How's it going, everyone? How's it going? It's like the hat? You like the hat? You like to make HEX 10,000X again? I believe that's what it says. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what it says. Fully decked out. Got my thousandaire shirt on as well. I'm not trying to be a thousandaire. Not trying to be a thousandaire. So anyone out there trying to be a thousandaire, you can go get the baby gains on any kind of crypto you want. HEX.com ain't around for that. That's not what we're about. Not about that. I don't want to speak for everyone in the community, but pretty sure they'll tell you the same thing. Speaking of the community, welcome back to the show, DJ Cryptomatic, Triple Dad, and Crispy Man. What's up? What's up? Oh, I can't have comments over Triple Dad's face. I gotta turn them off. Can't be straight over somebody's face. Too much. Too much.
Okay. No.
How's it going, Jen?
From the sunny West Coast.
Morning from
we're pumping
sunny...
and we're moving. It's nice. It's good to see these green candles again. Man.
Pumping work.
17% up in 24 hours. What's not to like? And all of a sudden, yesterday on my skating stream, I had 500 people watching live, which I never had. So I think something is happening in the community.
Wow. Now, once you get punched in the face by red candles 500,000 times, you kind of forget what they look like. But we're back, baby. We're back.
Yes.
We're back.
Yeah, what I would just say, hey, I would just throw this out to everybody. What do you guys think about this? I've been through this before several times now. And so a couple observations. One, I need to be colorblind. Even though I'm really excited about price going up, if you wake up and you see a chart or something, all of a sudden you're getting like a massive emotional reaction, you need to stop, take a break, go get a cup of coffee, drink a water, walk, do something, because this is what's going to happen. Is day over day you're going to have these highs, and then you're going to have the invariable lows, and it's going to go red, green, red, green, red, green, red, green. Drove me nuts. I'm just throwing it out there, like, for anybody listening, if you're affected by this stuff, try to loosen up a little bit, because it's going to be a long 3, 4, 6, 8 months, whatever it ends up being, and dips are in the game, and you don't want to be freaking out in the middle.
I agree with you, buddy. Mm-hmm. Do you guys think there's probably a lot of people on the sidelines with dry powder waiting for that dip? But man, it doesn't feel like it's coming. This has been a pretty sustained green candle week. Yeah, over a solid week of green candles.
Oh yeah, I'm in that LPX protocol. We're feeling it over there,
yeah. Richard put out the big tweet with the monkey and the Yeti, and he mentioned dry powder in there. So I think it's like a call to action to people who may have been in dry powder, staying on the sidelines all along, to get to work, and that's what we're seeing here.
I had no advance notice that HEX was going to pump. Zero. And I didn't and I didn't tell a single person I thought the price was going up.
You didn't get a DM from Godwell being like, "Hey, Crispy, just to let you know, get your HEX bags in." You didn't get that.
Yeah. Crispy Man told everybody the day before, hours before the sustained pump. He did too. He's not taking credit for his mission.
I'm being snarky.
You did say some bottom. Did you make some bottom call, Crispy? I thought there was something.
He did.
Yeah, I did several because we have these patterns that show up with indicators and just showing that it was time to buy. But man, I get a lot of support, but a lot of heat from some people. They were like, what's going on? You buy signals, this is crap. But here you go. And this isn't over yet. The last one on PulseChain was about 8x. So I would expect 8 to 10x before I'd be worried about anything myself. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Wow. Did you just say 8 to 10x on HEX from here before cool off?
No, a total of 8 to 10. We're what, about 3 into it now? So
then we go to 10,000x?
Well, after that, who knows?
Okay. It's all up in the air. Okay.
Who knows? Well, it's because, it's a game of chicken with anybody who's got big bags, right? So obviously people in the market are buying HEX, prices going up. And so then what about all you guys that have all this loose liquid HEX when you dump it? Dump it now. I'd actually kind of like to see you dump it right? But that's the problem, right? They're not going to dump it now because they're like, hey, this is pumping. Why would I dump it now? I'm going to wait until it goes to the bottom again. Then I'll dump it. Right?
Is it actually crossing people's minds about like dumping on a 2 or 3x? It seems such a foreign concept to me. Just like,
no, they won't. That's what I mean. They'll dump it at the bottoms because it's FUD. But that's what I mean is when you see this kind of sustained action, they're going to be like, "Nah, I'm going to hold on to it," right? Which creates the other problem, right? But
this is a daily chart, by the way, everyone. Yeah, I mean, look at it since
daily
15.
chart, yeah.
This
yeah,
has
welcome
been
to welcome to 2021.
See, Crispy, you should have been like just 2 more weeks, guys. Just 2 more weeks on July 15th, and then you would hit 2 weeks of like up action.
Well, you see what I mean, right? About people not dumping. Right? They're not going to dump now. Why would you dump now if you think it's going to double in the next week?
Well, traders taking profit unless you think there's going to be a cool off.
Yeah, those guys might. But nobody can really call this.
I hear Crispy Man with the bear market PTSD, but it's time to get euphoric, guys. Come on,
I agree.
Let's get euphoric. Let's go. Let's go.
This is it. We've been waiting for years, and we got the tweet from Richard. We got the SEC case being over. We got this candle. We got the marketing container. What's in the boxes, Richard? We got the marketing containers coming.
Oh, I know what's in the boxes. You want me to tell you what's in it?
Yes, please.
It's something brand new. It's an electronic pet rock. You didn't.
An electronic pet rock. Yeah. We need to get Johnny Chaos.
That's the upgrade all the pet rock people are looking for. We need more electronics, battery powered ones.
I was probably thinking more like it's going to be like a Magic 8 ball, you know. Everybody able to shake that. Am I rich yet? Are you rich, boy?
How about a partnership with Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Richard?
Where do you guys think that green candle stops? Or at least has a pause. I'm thinking just to throw this out there. I always hear rumors about Puerto Rico selling between 8 and 10 cents.
I think we need to rock this up. We need to rock this up. That's where it stops. That's where it stops.
Okay.
All-time highs.
I don't know.
Is everyone awake now?
I think you want to know where I think it is. I think this initial one is going to go. I think it can go to. Let's just say. No, actually, somebody else said this the other day. I think Axis said this last night when we were on stream. Between 4 and 5 cents. It's a good level.
4 and 5. Okay.
Yeah, 4 to 5 cents. Now, does that mean it's going to go a straight line? I don't mean that. I don't know what the action's going to look like. Depends on you guys listening and what you do. But it would seem reasonable. That's like from the local low. That's about that 9 or 10x, right?
What does the chart look like for HEX, bud?
Yeah, HEX is trailing a little bit behind this euphoric breakout. It's not really moving that strong.
I saw that. Yep. That being said, it's recovered. I think it has recovered a little bit, right? So it's come back up. I mean, during this little, it had that drive down. I mean, if you went from the bottom of the wick, it it's up about 1.5x. So yeah, it's trailing.
Wow, was it really at 0015? I don't remember. Like I never looked at the price charts until recently.
For a hot minute. Yeah, that was the whale dump.
Yeah.
The big guy.
Did BankX ever dump all? Is that still a thing?
No. BankX is going to dump between 2 zeros and a 4 and 2 zeros and a 5.
That's the wall.
There's actual communication with Lance on that. So that's not conjecture. That was from him specifically.
Okay.
But that's awesome. I mean, if he's going to hold till then, right? And then there's a dip there for us to get more HEX on Ethereum, I'm all for that.
Well, if I was playing I'm not doing it, but I mean, if I was playing the game, right, I'm going to wait for there to be max units that I can get of EHEX with HEX, and then I'll do the ratios, right? right? So it's elongating now, and so that's what you're seeing. You're not seeing the rotation, but you will. For those people who are interested in that, they'll do it. And then how much it drives, I don't know, but you may see it outperform PX in a very short time frame.
Nice.
I mean, I was never a fan of the EX PX discussions, but I was always more neutral, thinking both have their own right to exist and their own thing. But what I'm seeing currently, if I look at the numbers, if the numbers I'm looking at are correct, then there is more staking action and more new holders on the PulseChain side. So not that much going on the Ethereum side in regards to actually using HEX. So maybe the market finally has decided. I don't know. It's a bit of a HEX fatigue on Ethereum.
Well, Rackham brought it up in the chat here too, and there's still a contingent of people who believe parity is a real thing. Maybe not exact parity, but like really close parity. And so technically it's still possible, but will it happen? I don't know. Watch it and see. I mean, I'd like that to happen if my EHEX goes up and my PHEX goes up. Not as much. That would be good, but I don't want one of them to go super down, right? But I think more. Go ahead.
Let's say, so the idea is that there hasn't been a rotation yet. You think there'll be a rotation in the future, though, into EHEX after we get a lot of PX gains?
I think so, sure. I mean, if I was a believer in EHEX and the ratio trade, yeah, why wouldn't I do that? When else would you trade? You would want to do the ratio trade when PHEX is at its greatest value.
What do we have?
Johnny Chaos brought that up the other day as well, right? That people are going to buy what's the easiest to buy. So if you're on-ramping to Ethereum, you might be buying EHEX.
EHEX, yeah.
Yeah.
What is the ratio? I'm not seeing it on PLS charts, but it's is that it? Am I just not reading this correctly? It's like 1 to 6 right now.
Yeah, roughly.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah. Okay. Usually at 1 to 10 is where it topples, and then things change again. That seems to be like the
if you believe
ceiling.
in the idea of swapping, right, and you were wanting to go max, right, 1 to 10 is the ratio they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that'll happen again.
PX definitely has a lot more liquidity. At least according to this, a ton more liquidity too.
True.
Which is, I mean, you could say that's the bullish case for EX, right? Because it's easier to move, lower liquidity type deal.
Oh, 100% too. Yeah, I don't know how they're measuring how much is out there, if they're looking at both chains or not when they do it, but yeah.
Shout out to Hex Jita, has some banger new features.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring one up. Where's the one? Did I not bookmark it? Did I just retweet it and not bookmark it? Come on, Max, get yourself together. You ain't done any streams this week.
Hex Jita. He's done work on the EES simulations, right? Which is what Crispy Man doesn't.
There we go.
We had this discussion many times.
Wait, what's the controversy on the EES? What's the deal? Why don't you do you not like to see these numbers, Crispy?
What numbers? Yeah, what you mean?
Yeah, how you can untruth the engine if you want to untruth it.
Oh no, dude, man! People are free to do what they want. It's DeFi. Just be informed before you do it.
I always wanted to be like, hey, merge and stake button. When you click it, it tells you how much you're going to. Like, it seemed like such a simple, straightforward thing that we never got with the official app. But I think other pieces we did, and now we have.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. That was purposeful design.
I kind of wrote it off as it's just marketing. Like, yeah, you don't want to know.
Yeah, I mean,
strategic ambiguity.
The whole thing. Yeah, strategic ambiguity. Yeah. Just like some of our apps that are out there, people to be nameless, they didn't think that things like commas and decimal points were important, right?
I fear whenever somebody says decimal points, I always think of every
anybody who ever back in the day bid 200 billion hedron for a 1 T-share stake.
Oof.
You know what I'm talking about. It would have been nice to have a couple of commas.
Commas. The commas
just so
were
you can
a
see
lot of people like the commas. I remember that was a very sought after feature, even more than single side staking. People like commas more than single side staking. They're telling me that.
Were you participating in those auctions, Crispy?
In the old days, yeah, not recently. Yeah.
They haven't been any auctions, have they, for a while?
Well,
every once in a while, but they're pretty small.
They're
pretty small, though, right?
Yeah.
I would love to see that whole Alex ecosystem get a little bit of love, right?
Let's go, Alex Sigma. Let's go.
He's a badass. He's one of our big brain guys, right? And I would love to see that stuff take off again. I think it gets traction again once we start seeing these green candles. There's just no denying that.
You, sir, sound like you have a bag of one of the many icosahedron products, or HSI, or you're just a lover of the HEX token, one of those.
I am.
So what worked out for me with the HSIs. So I'm very much HEX centric, you know that, right? So I'm always talking about HEX, and I'm real interested in HEX. And yeah, HSIs are kind of on the fringe and not native stakes. So like core maxi belief would be, you're giving up the ethos, right, to participate. But I did HSIs, and I was able to get a bunch of, at the time they were cheap. I didn't know I can get them cheaper later, but I got HSIs, right? And but what worked out really well is that actuator protocol came out, and so those HSIs, I was able to go over there and get 30-40% APR on my HSIs, by extracting the time tokens out and put them in LP, blah blah blah, and just farm. So I've been doing that, and that turned out to be a boon. I like that. So
for you to be able to do that, means that your HSIs were within the slots provided, right? The 3,000. So is that what you had to do?
Well, in part, right? And this will get too detailed for everybody watching, but the HSIs, when you put them up, right, you're able to go get HTT tokens. And HTT tokens, they just picked these numbers that made sense, like 3,000 day HEX, 5,000 day HEX, 7,000 day HEX. And so as long as your stake is longer than those days, you can print those tokens. Right. So,
are you giving up much? Like, I mean, the sweet spot there obviously is if you had a HSI that was 3,001, right? And throw it in there. But were you doing like 4,000s in the 3,000 basket, or what were you doing?
Yeah. Well, a lot of us only have Quattro Cincos, right? If you're doing HSI. Yeah. But so you put up a Quattro Cinco and you borrow your HTTs, and then you get to return them before the due date. That's all. You get your stake back. It's not gone. It's right. It's a way for people to realize liquidity. Yeah. So it's pretty useful. I mean, it's got its downsides. I mean, it's a little fee to be involved with it, like a 1% fee to actually take a loan with an HTT. You got to pay them back, otherwise somebody will emergency end stake your collateral, right? But I mean, if you're on that side of it and you're taking the HTTs, well, you're going to bring them back, right? That would be the idea. If you want that stake,
Yeah.
What's the link to the portal, Crispy? Actuator.finance. That's right. Okay. Well, let me go that real quick. We'll come back to this one. Actuator.finance. Drop that in case somebody wants to try it. Hopefully, Hex Week, baby, coming up. Hopefully, we'll have Actuator guys up there representing Actuator protocol as well. Maybe
I know they're excited about it, man. They're excited. They want to.
I haven't went through all the submissions yet. I haven't had a lot of time recently, but
I volunteered to talk about that. And then,
okay. I haven't got to yours yet either. Nice. Okay.
Well, and maybe even Steakhouse, right? Which somebody here is involved in that on our
stream
right now.
I've heard there may be a live demo of some Steakhouse stuff.
Ooh. Yeah.
I've heard
definitely. That is for sure.
I mean, you look at the number of tools we have, it's crazy, man.
Nice.
I mean, I didn't really consider this, but I mean, we talked about this stuff happening, but whether you want to go do these things or not, you just need to understand we got HEX bonds in the frame of Actuator. You got loans in the frame of Actuator. You have loans in the frame of Flex. You got loans in the at least it's not as much as we want it to be right now, but Hedron, right? So we have all these different things. You have staking protocols, like Steakhouse. I mean, things are getting pretty interesting, I think. stablecoin based on HEX. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, what else? I mean, what else is there? I mean, I'm sure there's more. But
you're gonna find out
Super
next week, August 18th through 22nd.
Kyle, right? Kyle with Super HEX. He does some cool things, right? Still have perpetuals out there running around. All good stuff. I love it when people are building stuff based on RH core tokens. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
I agree. It's awesome. And there's so many products, and we haven't even, we've been through this, a lot of products that happen in the bear. Now that we're getting into, hopefully, I'll switch over to this one real quick, out of the gradual broke syndrome into the sudden wealth syndrome territory. We certainly hope so, that maybe we'll see some more products built, because people build in the bear. Imagine what they're going to build in the bull. We're going to have, I suspect we'll have some new products built on top of HEX coming up in the next, year or so. So that's going to be pretty fun. And Alex still building out there. Come on, Alex. Need some Sigma updates. Be pretty fun.
Yeah, there's at least 2 or 3 things we didn't even mention that I know about that are open.
Please sign up for HEX Week. Come to the conference. Tell us about the Sigma. That'd be a cool surprise. If Richard or Alex shows up, I'm gonna throw a party or something. Like one of those people show up.
Yeah, we should probably reach out to all those victim mentality, entitled people that are out there. And so if you know one of those people, anybody watching this, you see this, if you know one of those entitled victim people, tell them that RHMax doesn't know them all. He can't contact them all, personally. So if you're interested.
Oh, you're talking about like the sign-ups?
You have to
if
apply.
you're interested, go sign up.
You have
to
go through the process.
Okay, he's not going to let you show up nude and go shill something, but everybody can sign up, right? Go sign up. I want to stop seeing these posts after the fact.
See them all the time too. Crazy.
Didn't invite me.
Yeah,
this is news to me.
That's ridiculous,
Go sign up.
Oh, it's terrible.
I try to yell it as loud as I can, like weeks beforehand. I mean, I can't reach everyone, but it's a sign up thing. It's not an invite. So it's enough work, like going through all the signups, let alone if I had to go through and invite every person personally.
Yes.
So please sign up if you're interested.
Hey, I know an NFT. Well, this may not be related. Let me ask if it is related, though. I know an NFT project that's all based on HEX. Well, it's actually based on PulseChain and HEX, right? And so the NFTs actually have HEX names, right? Stegosaurus and all this other stuff. Do you feel like that fits in there?
That's a good one. So even on that, so if we go to the sign up form, I go into this a little bit where I guess there can be some exceptions, but generally, like a few examples, Hedron, Maximus, Communis, Actuator, Flex, DC, all that stuff. And if I think if you can make a case that it is like either built on HEX or directly good for HEX, and I mean you can get creative with it too, but I just want it to be HEX. I want all the talks to be HEX focused. If you want to talk about sudden wealth syndrome, or you want to talk about what to do when you get rich on HEX, the next 10,000X or whatever, as long as it's HEX focused. It can definitely be considered. So that's a good question. If it's NFT, maybe submit.
Well, they even went as far as Quattro Cinco max supply.
What is liquid HEX too?
They're all embedded in NFTs, buddy.
By Benjamin.
Well, they made NFTs. There's not HEX embedded in it.
Okay.
They're named after it, that type of thing.
Yeah, possible. If they submit, I can take a look at it, and there's acceptance, rejectance, or need more information. That's so what email.
What would be super helpful is for you to post this link right now, and everybody that sees this stream, go click it and share it. So anybody, anywhere can see.
Good idea. Good idea.
Because I'll do it right now. I'll click it too. I'll share it again, and then maybe we get it out there.
I still don't think everyone's going to see it though. It'll still be.
Of course.
But I literally did a stream on. I did a whole 25-minute stream on HEX Week the other week, and I'm like, I'm doing all I can here. So.
But stick to it though, because it's a bit of a natural selection right out the gate.
Yeah, that is true.
Natural selection. Yeah.
I think the only person who doesn't need to sign up officially is Richard. I'll give him a pass. But
yes.
Everyone else, please sign up if you want to. or come at the last minute and you get in. But I didn't want to let that cheat code out. But at the last minute, the last couple of conferences, they were at the last minute. They were like, "Oh, can I come on?" I'm like, "Okay, well, there's room on a panel." So please don't abuse the cheat code. But like that's actually the other way. There's security mind thinking about all the bypasses. There you go. And DJ's not going to be there because he just doesn't like it.
Sadly, on vacation that week. But our guys will do a talk on security.
I want each one of your guys doing individual talks.
No, you know them.
Maybe not that. Maybe not
they
that,
stick together and.
I want to see Peter talk about the next 10,000X.
No, I think the plan is to do like a security thing on what to do with your crypto in case someone passes away, and what are smart ways to pass those on to your loved ones. And there are some strategies, and it's a bit of a dark topic, but it's an important topic on to make sure those stakes and coins don't go to waste. But maybe there are smart ways on how to pass them on to your.
Do you think there's any streamers out there streaming about SHIB passing on to their next generation?
You see?
I love it how this community plans.
That's Hexico. Yeah. We have a long-term vision.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that's Papa B and Toby.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think there is. I think I did. Did I mention security panel or something? Because somebody signed up they wanted to do a security talk, be on a panel, and I didn't even have it on the list of panels on Hex Week, and I was like, oh yeah, let me add it. So. These are listed against suggested topics and stuff. You can submit something else if you want as well. And the different panels, again, feel free to submit a different kind of panel if you're interested. But these are the ones that people can sign up for. And there's a Hex security panel. So if not a talk, it sounds like a security panel deal, or it can be a separate talk as well. Just feel free to submit. Papa B, Peter, and Toby. Yeah,
yes.
There you go. TA with Toby. If you want to submit a TA with Toby talk, go at it. If you're doing Hex TA, let's go.
You should have had a box in there. Would you like to show up, Alex? And just have it.
Is your name Alex McWhorter? Is your name Richard Hart? Please tick this box. If so, make sure I star your entry. And,
we need to get app updates from Alex, because he's been building out his data center somewhere out there in the sticks, and like he's putting in a lot of work. I'm very sure behind the scenes, but I know for a fact that the auctions are not really happening because your Icosa stakes and NFTs are not really producing anything at the moment, and they are a result of the auctions being busy. So they're not yielding any returns. Therefore, we need to bring back the auctions. Yeah.
Make the auctions great again.
Make the auctions great again. Exactly.
I
know. Every 6 months or so, I try to remember what Alex is building. And I think a data center, which leads to like Infura type stuff, like different RPC services, infrastructure stuff for PulseChain.
I don't know. He shared pictures once of the construction sites. So
on Instagram 2 years ago, he showed pictures.
Yeah, it was very impressive.
Yeah. And then Icosa Hedron V2, which sounds like the speculation is going to be Sigma protocol. That's a speculation, at least.
Uh-huh.
And we haven't figured this out. Anybody AI this and be like, tell me what it means. Tell me.
Yin and the yang.
Yeah, a lot of different things going on there. 4 tokens, perhaps. I don't know. And that being the main one. Is that Icosa Hedron V2? We shall see. Not even 1,000 followers. People forgot. I literally think people forgot about Hedron and Icosa because that has been a while.
Yeah.
So we'll see. A lot of, and then he was talking about a liquid staking. I remember back in the day too, liquid staking for PulseChain, which we have a few products that have launched already as well. But we Rocket Pool fork. That's what I remember.
Yeah.
I'm digging. That's what I remember though. About a lot of stuff Alex building out there.
There's a lot of builders out there that pause what they're building on Hex because they're worried it might conflict with whatever Alex is building. That is 100% fact.
Powerhouse. Yeah.
Like when we did Steakhouse, we kept thinking to ourselves, is anything we're doing rhyming with what Alex is doing? Because he's going to stomp on us if he comes out. He's got such a following and a track record, right?
Yeah.
Alex is a big brain guy. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah.
Similar to Richard. Like, I mean, Richard could release a super app. He could release wallet, could release anything at any time. New platform of whatever. Nobody saw pump.tires coming, all that stuff. And I don't know how much builders pay attention or think about that or otherwise, but it's not like there's one thing that rules them all. I mean, we got room for all these different products in the community. We have like what 4 or 5 different, I don't know, I would say 3 or 4 different liquid staking options. We're probably gonna have more. Again, the bull's heating up. If the bull keeps heating up, we keep going this direction. Price keeps going up. People get more incentivized. More people join the community. Mega marketing happens. Things explode. Why wouldn't we see another protocol of all kinds of different stuff? So the building, I don't think it's going to stop, but it's Richard maybe releasing some stuff at some point too.
Yeah, I'm sure Richard's got more things up his sleeve. And in terms of Icosa and Hedron, of course they're going to pump like hell, right? I mean, the liquidity is fairly thin. And the basis of the whole thing is that, and we don't know what the rules will be because we haven't seen it, but originally the idea was Icosa is going to be interchangeable, both chains, doesn't matter what chain it's on, and so would Hedron. Now, if that was to come to fruition, then you could see that creating a run on the Hedron bank, so to speak. At least on speculation, but we'll see.
I have a meme I did a while back too on come on, let me see if I can find it. It's pretty funny though. But before we get into that, I keep not talking about, I have so much good conversation. Keep not talking about the HEX Jita. Who wants to somebody go through this one real quick, the time travel and how that's cool? You want to read it while I'm looking for this meme?
It is very cool. What do you want us to read it out loud, or are you going to?
I mean, I could get GPT to summarize it, I guess, but you guys, everybody, I found the meme now. It's fine. Okay, I'll read it. 2 chains. There we go.
That's not
2
Richard.
chains. That's not Richard. That's how it makes it.
I don't think it's Richard.
It's not.
It might be. It might be Will.
I made this before AI. This is a manual thing. This was originally the big PP photo with Richard, which later I used to put PLS validator. I used to have a PLS validator one on there. I got that one produced. And now I was like, come on, Alex, come back. Come on back, please. And then 2 chains for the Ethereum PulseChain synergy, if you will. Pretty funny. All right. HEX Jita, we're going to get to this.
I love what Jita's been doing. He's brought some new energy to stuff. In fact, so much so that I'm like, I should just shut down some of the stuff that I do, because he's really going after it. It's one of those things where if people kind of groove in a certain way for info.
He's been building hard. You can now time travel into the future and check your HEX stake value at any date you like with PLS charts. Activate time machine mode now. Does this by projecting the daily payout for each day in the future based on past 30-day rolling average. Okay, that's what he's going by. Think HEX stake calculator, but right in your portfolio. Pretty cool.
That's pretty awesome.
If you like, you can combine the time machine setting with the EES mode setting to see what the EES would look like if your stakes have matured a bit more.
Yeah, that's the kind of
that's a nice
groundbreaking thing, because we never had that kind of like this, that it would really simulate an EES on your stake.
It's kind of filling the holes that HEX has, yeah?
No. Yeah, HEX. Well, I think the innovative piece of this is being able to select different days, right? Different time frames, because we've had emergency end stake estimates for a long time. Both HEX Scout has them. I've had them, that type of thing. But being able to give people the ability to say, what if I go 10 more days, 50 more days, 100 more days? So I think it's pretty good. It's really cool.
So does that give you the market price of your stake today?
What does it show? I imagine so. Is that what it says? Yeah, this is like the market price of the stake today, right? What it's worth.
Nice.
And then how much it increased. That's what I'm reading, at least. Yeah. So yeah, 50,000 principal plus 25K yield, and then projected yield. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
APY, T-shares.
I haven't delved into this very much, so this is kind of new to me. That's fascinating. That's very, very useful to stuff that I have right there. So I'll be looking into this big time. Is he going to be on the conference?
I certainly hope so.
If
he signs up, he's got a shot. He's got a shot, you know, as they say.
DJ's gonna have to go back later and watch him. We'll see.
DJ, you're gonna have signal where you're gonna be? You're gonna have internet? You're gonna be in the chat?
I'm up in the mountains. It will be tricky, but I will try my best.
I need some memes in the chat. Some dank.
You're not bringing Starlink with you? Backpack.
Oh, we don't have that. I'm in the Black Forest. There is no Starlink.
You guys burning Teslas over there too? You guys burned down the Starlink building. They were building it, and they're like, nope, we don't want it.
No, we're not doing that, but I think the sales have gone down substantially.
You're going to be in the Black Forest?
Yes, sir. Yeah, Forest.
That sounds awesome.
That's how you protest. You burn property, right? That's how it works.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
A bit tragic. Yeah.
Getting analytics. Anything? I feel like I've shared enough. Crispy, Triple Dad, DJ Cryptomatic. What do you want to look at? You got anything to share? Let's get this party really started. We're just getting warmed up. We got another 25 minutes to get these people the information they paid for today, which is $0.
Dude, they pay, yeah. Hey, I'll give
Smash
you
the
so
likes.
I feel like this is okay to say this now. I've been saying it for about a year that people should go look at this. If you have not set up a plan for what you're doing, go set up a plan, write it down. Go write down the plan. What are you doing during this bull run? And if it includes keeping crypto in the form of stables on platform, go get some information, ask some questions, go set up your first stable pools, get them put in place. Just so you have a feel for it, so you don't have to run around doing it later. You know, it's a good way to get planning in advance. There are some of the folks in our ecosystem already telling people to take profits every double, every whatever percent as they're going 1% per day, whatever you're doing. But have a plan.
We're gonna get Konnichiwa for that one.
Konnichiwa!
I love konnichiwas. Konnichiwa.
Richard may say, speculate, have a plan as well.
Hey, for everybody who just saw that, will you tell them, was that a real clip or was that a real clip?
That's a real clip.
That's definitely a real clip. Do people think that's AI? You haven't been here long enough.
No, that's not AI.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, some people just think you made that up and you cut his face, and you put it there and overlaid it or whatever. That really happened.
Yeah.
Just like the pole dancing happened, just like the twerking happened. Yes.
And for those who don't think Richard responds to requests, that was actually a request from chat. Somebody in chat asked him to do a konnichiwa.
Richard used to talk to chat. There you go.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, this is the chart that I always like to look at. And this shows me, in terms of analytics, that HEX is king. All right. So for this bull run on PulseChain, you see here clearly, we already had a taste of that in November, December, and we see it again now that HEX is moving substantially faster and stronger than the others, than PulseX, Pulse, and Ink. They're just trailing along. Also growing up, of course. Depends what you have most of, but just don't sleep on HEX. That is always what I can say. You know, this chasing the shiny objects. Don't get too distracted by other coins on the chain. This is now where it's happening. All these other coins had 2 years of time to prove us something. Nothing really worked, so don't sleep on HEX. This is my 2 cents. But what do I know? I'm just the DJ. I only play the music.
I'm only the
DJ. Play that music.
But you see it very clearly here on this one. The breakout is
what do you
violent.
guys think that for people that are new to this ecosystem, right? I think they do go into other tokens first instead of HEX. I think possibly because they know that there's a lot of big bag holders of HEX already, right? But it always leads every rally. Every rally, the HEX is
leading.
It is.
Yeah, my viewpoint is like a lot of other things. I think the value is going to get stored into HEX. My opinion, right, based on what I'm seeing, what I've seen people do. So that's what I think, and I think that's going to mean that HEX will at least 6-10x the value of whatever happens with Pulse. But hard to pin down, what the numbers will be, But like the idea that it would be, each HEX will be worth 900 or 1,000 Pulse, that type of thing.
That's
I mean, it's a valid point with the OG bags, but I think it's also worth considering that a lot of the OG bags are in fact staked. Like in my case, totally honest, I have 10% liquid that I will dump on your heads at the next stop. Trying to. But 90% is a staking ladder for an average of 11.5 years. And I think that goes for many of the guys who have been here early. A lot of that is staked. Okay, of course, you have your liquid whales and there's nothing you can do about it. But I don't think the existence of the OG bags, and I'm hearing this all the time, should necessarily be a deterrent for you to get involved with HEX even now at this point, because the prices are, if we all believe what it's going to do in future, these are bargain prices. And remember, the T-share rate goes up every day. So now is still the time to build your staking ladder with T-shares fairly not cheap, but for good prices. And if the staking narrative and the yield comes back, that shouldn't be a deterrent. I never really understood this argument that everybody should go into Pulse and PulseX now and not pump the OG HEX guys' bags or whatever. I don't think you can view it like that, but I'm not really sure that that's the full story.
Yeah, I think love them or hate them, right? Tiger God put 11 grand into the PulseChain ecosystem, some of it in HEX, and he's showing his wallet right now, and it's like 28-30 grand. And he invested in HEX as well as some other tokens within our ecosystem, but he used to hate HEX, right? And he went into it big time for like a percentage of that bag. I think he's getting a lot of eyeballs.
Yeah, I think that's a great marketing thing too, being able to show if you get in at the right time and show the gains, and then of course if you have a platform and stuff and talk about it, showing people, hey, this thing did this thing. Hey, can I get it in their head? Will that happen again? Will it keep going? Just like HEX was going at in 2020. Anyone calling a 10,000X in 2020? I mean, I posted a tweet the other day. There was actually people in the Telegram. If you go to let me put up mine for a second. I'll show you. We'll go back to this. But if you go to hex.pub, many people do not know about this website. You can find it on Go Rule DeFi. Click navigation, go to stats, and you can find a whole bunch of different resources like this. Hex Pub. If you just type in here 10,000X, there's only a few people, compared to what it is today in HEX. But you can see, you can see Oxymotor. I mean, I don't know what the context is, but you can even see people talking about 10,000X need for HEX to hit 10 USD. 10,000X return seems too good to be true. I heard it has potential 10,000X. Now it's easier to go 10,000X. I was like all this different stuff. People were talking about it like in the chat, even in the early days, but not widely known. So when you got people showing wallets or otherwise talking about showing the gains happening like that, that's easy to go viral in a lot of ways. So that's pretty cool. We have stuff like that happening.
Yeah.
Hex.pub. You guys remember?
I was also most convinced in staking when Kareem shared his Dream wallet and how his setup was in 2020, or sort of around Big Payday. He came out with that and made that public, and that really, it's like this another thing, talking about it or actually showing people your setup, and he did that all in public, and that made, in my case, made me click a few light bulbs, like, oh, this is how this works, and this is how you should be doing it. So yeah, that's of course, if people are willing to share that and show their setups, that's of course always helpful.
Yeah, and so I think what's really important with this whole HEX thing, right, is the ladder perspective.
Yeah,
and the idea that you have a ladder, and what's the proper use case is every rung that comes out, you make a decision how much you're going to restake, and how much you can take profit on, and you do your restaking, keep building the ladder and move forward, right? And I think a lot of people forget that because they're just still focused on this real short-term stuff. And yeah, I think
this is the OA ladder. This is Richard's 10-year staking ladder, where equal amounts come out every year in around February, March time. So for the next 10 years.
Yeah, actually, if
even RH has a ladder.
Even RH has a ladder, big one, Dream Wallet. Yeah.
You want me to show you the same similar one like this? Let me see if I can.
Show it.
I'll show it to you because I'm going to do something a little bit different. Because I want to do. Let me pull it up. I'm waiting for it to load on my screen. Then I'll show it to you guys. Do. All right. Let's see. Let's see if you guys can see this one. Check this out. This is the same data. It's just I have a little bit easier ability to do some stuff with it real quick here. Okay, so it looks kind of similar, right? Yeah, we were just looking at that. See this big towers of staking?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. I'm going to click on this guy. I'm going to say, all right, what's my HEX staked, right? And I'm going to say less than 100 million. Kind of just give it a clear amount. Okay, now it just changed up a little bit, right? See how this is looking, what the distribution looks like. And this is total amount of HEX yield plus going over time. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the origin address. I'm just going to drop the origin address out. And I'm going to go look this way. And so this is just going out the next 3 years to 2028. So now let's make this a little bit bigger. So really change that distribution a lot so you can really see this. And can you see the trend? The trend is down, man.
Mm-hmm.
The trend is down. And so we've got the short timers doing the HEX staking up front, creating that that wave, the bow wave. But after that, you just see less and less and less HEX coming out.
Yep.
Now presumably these are not OA stakes, then they're users who might have a God whale in there.
Let's say this bull run from today lasts another 6 months to a year. How much HEX is coming out in that period of time, bud?
Exact amount, I probably can get it for you, but I don't have it right at the moment. But let's go look and see if I have a total too. But to what date do you want to go?
Well, let's just say this date next year.
All right, so 7/30/2026, right? I just don't have it on this screen that I can do it, but I could do it. Yeah, but this is what it kind of looks like. And boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Can I drill up? I can drill up. Let's see. So it looks like in the rest of this year, 7.3 billion, and then next year, 5 billion. So again, less and less coming out. Now, of course, the shorties, they're going to roll forward, right? So maybe 2026 will look just like 2025. But just in general, you just can see that it's,
But this again, including OA?
This is excluding the OA.
Excluding, okay.
Yeah. So just like
that's pretty interesting. And it does seem like there's a big hunk there that's coming out, which might be at the peak of this bull, possibly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, lots of guys seem to have timed their staking ladders according to the Bitcoin market cycle, so maybe that's part of it. Yeah.
So I'm a little unique in this, right? Because I am a day 601 hexagon, right? I'm not a day one hexagon.
Right.
So I came in right at the PulseChain sacrifice a little bit before. It's the first time I'd known about Hex was right around then. When I first came in, there was a ton of you guys, right? And when I say you guys, I mean day one Hexicans that talked about ladders all the time. That doesn't happen.
Still do.
You still do, but that used to be prevalent in every stream, right? What's your ladder look like? What's your ladder look like? Are you going from far to near or near to far, right? Timeline wise, that conversation took place every day on every stream, and I think we need to revisit that because people have it's kind of a lost art. I don't think people are putting ladders out there right now. They're doing rolling 45s or rolling 90s or rolling 30s, right?
Yeah.
And I would like to see that ladder conversation be revisited because it's a real deal. And there's plenty of stuff out there right now. And this isn't just because I have a protocol like that. I think there's a lot of things out there right now with what Alex is building, whatever what Actuator has, where you can still have access to money, even if you have a longer stake. And I don't think people are utilizing the tools that were not available when I first came in, because I would have used them a ton back then.
I agree. It's a matter, I guess, a matter of perspective, really. Like people are hurt in their feelings that they were staked at the last all-time high, and I think if it wouldn't have taken 4 years to recover, and we still haven't really recovered, I think the ladder staking conversations would have continued. But now it seems that a lot of the early people feel hurt that they were actually staked and couldn't take advantage of that 10,000x. In my case, I totally don't see it that way. If I go to the Hex Scout website, and Kareem's Dream Wallet is one of the example wallets up there that everybody can look at, and the returns and the amount of hex that this wallet is accumulating over all these years, without, and that's the key here, without having to add additional fiat to it. It's really, you just accumulate by having these yearly big stakes, not daily little ones, do big ones for a serious amount of time, like 10 years plus. I haven't seen, still to this day, anything better than that. And I'm terrible at trading. I've round-tripped so many bear and bull cycles. Like, for me, Hex is the thing, and I still haven't found anything better. Yeah, so I think not everybody has that perspective.
There's a lot. There's a lot
the
wrapped
difficulty.
into that. There's a lot that's wrapped into that, DJ. That really, in my opinion, you're talking about risk and risk management. Because you can't win the argument on paper with somebody that says, I'm going to time the top perfect.
Yeah.
So you can't win that argument with them, right? So what is the rest of the argument? Well, okay, there is the real situation where if you're not staked, you don't have exposure to whatever the hell comes with being staked, right? Whether it's the new yield or the Mercy N stakes or somebody does airdrops, right? Yeah. So you're not exposed to that stuff. Right. But people say, yeah, there's not a whole lot of that. Okay. So you're right back to square one. If I just keep my Hex liquid, I can sell the top. Right. But I think it's really like a risk description. And it's kind of like, what are you doing as a person? Right. Because like I'm with you, dude. I mean, I don't typically make good trades at all. Right. Best thing I ever did was stake Hex.
Yeah.
And so I'm not even the right person to be telling people who trade that staking is the right thing. Right, because apparently they get it all figured out. They already know to buy the bottoms and sell the tops, and they're already retired. Oh wait, they're not retired. Oh, okay. Well, they're here anyways, right? And they're going to do it, right? So it's like risk management of, are you really going to be able to do that? And are you really going to be able to hold for another 10 months after you take your profit? And are you really going to buy the next bottom? But I can just like shortcut all of that and just be like, I'm just going to stake Watch or Cinco every month.
And I think nobody, not even Richard, expected this to take 4 years. Things happened with the SEC. You know, who would have thought that some disgruntled idiot investors put up this big case? And
I think that guy's gone now too, by the way.
yeah, but that's like,
Saw that.
and of course, hindsight 2020, right? Now, if you say, okay, I've sold everything at the top and bought back in again now, then maybe you have, or most likely, you have a bigger bag versus staking it. But you don't have the amount of T-shares because the T-share rate went up for 4 years. So like, there's a lot of wheels inside that machine. So I don't know if it can all be always generalized as in staking is bad and hold liquid so you can sell the tops. I disagree.
What I've been talking about more too is I talked about in the last Hex stream or two. PLPL, I've been calling that part liquid, part ladder. That is my preferred strategy these days. It is part liquid, part ladder. It's that simple. Whatever ratio you want to come up with it. But that's what I think makes the most sense these days for Hex.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are with you on that. I think
PLPL.
PLPL.
But definitely have some stakes. Like, save yourself from yourself. It's important.
Yeah. Well, it's like I joke around about it, but it's like what we're going to see happen yet again. Where, okay, if you sell at a nickel because you think that's the top, but that's not the top, right? And so would you have been better off being staked? I don't know, because you would have held through to it. So then it comes back to, do you actually have ladders? I mean, like, some people favor those yearly ladders that come out in January. And then every year they have a lay of the land and they can figure out what they're going to do. You know, and it kind of like saves them from themselves, which has always been our motto. Right?
Yeah.
A question here from Jess Johansson. Do you think HEX will go past 55 cents?
We don't do forward-moving price predictions on this channel.
You got to chart a future
forward-moving price predictions as opposed to backwards price predictions. That's a chart. Yeah.
Speak to my lawyer first.
That's funny.
I think
he missed a 5 and a decimal.
Yeah, I would say there's a general consensus that I've heard of a lot of people think it's all the hexes will go way past 55 cents. That's what I keep hearing in my. That's what they're telling me. No predictions, no financial advice, but I keep hearing a lot of people. What would 10,000x would be around 55 cents for EHEX from the all-time low. Was it like 30? Is it like $35 for 10,000x from all-time low for PHEX? You guys remember? I think it's something like that. I thought I calculated the other day. It's like $30.
Crazy. Yeah. But truth be told, to make staking great again, we need either 55 cents or we need the T-share payouts grow again. Otherwise, it's very difficult to promote at the moment.
Yeah, you can promote
those green candles.
I've been doing it.
Maybe all day,
the value,
but still,
the value gets high enough than even having a T-share that costs $40,000 that you bought at 400. If it pays you, a couple $100 a day, is pretty good. Yes. But you got to believe that that's a possibility, right, for that to happen. And then as it's happening, people will jockey to get in there. The one thing I will say about I think astronomical numbers are possible, like crazy numbers, like numbers maybe like our Quattro Cinco number, like 55, whatever. I mean, all sorts of things could happen. But guys, remember, this is crypto. The rules still apply, man. Dips are in the game. Volatility is going to be there. I mean, and I've been talking to my group about this. You look at those numbers. We see a $5 hex, a $10 hex. You got to believe there's a pretty good chance it's coming back down 95%, 85, 95, 99%. So you won't listen to me now probably, and you probably won't listen to me later. But when people are telling you this time is different and it ain't price never coming down, don't believe it.
When Crispy is streaming from a yacht with 5 cigars in his mouth and
wait, that looks like something else.
I told you. I don't know about 5 cigarettes. That seems like a lot. Maybe just like we're trying to play a numerology 3. Maybe
I've never been with 5 cigars.
Maybe just one. They just won like $10,000 cigar. There we go. Boom, got it in.
There we go.
This is a question, Big Smokes. Instead of selling HEX, instead of locking it in an actuator or restarting for calm rewards, might be a mistake. What do you guys think about that?
So,
Kind of pointing at the comm expert. If correct me if I'm wrong, at Crispy.
Yeah. Well, I definitely like the idea of doing HSIs and the actuator, though I'm pretty partial to COM, so they're kind of like different in that way because, of course, if you're doing HSI, you don't qualify for COM. COM is right now running like a 5 to 6% coupon rate, meaning you go do a Quattrocinco of $100 worth of HEX, you're getting about $5 worth of COM back for free right away. And then you have end bonuses later. So yeah, it's a way to earn on your HEX without ever having to sell your HEX. And presumably, right, if that takes off the way some of us want it to take off, you never have to sell HEX again. You just restake forever.
That's the dream.
Just revisiting the tools that are available today would have created an entirely different HEX landscape had they been available in the when I got in, right? If you had the tools that we have today for HEX on day 400, right, prior to the 2-year birthday, the landscape would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I just encourage any other builders out there that have any HEX ideas, put them on paper, run it by somebody, an OG guy, right? I'll refer you to Crispy. Crispy's a brainiac. All the people on this stream are brainiacs when it comes to HEX. Get those things built. There's ample opportunity with HEX. It's a rolling 15-year market. I don't think people understand that. On Ethereum and PulseChain, there will be HEX coming out and minted for the next 15 years. There's no other crypto like that at all.
Yeah.
HEX was meant to last longer than Richard, last longer than any founder. Like you could, when do 15 years stop? Like when does it stop? Like as long as we keep building the community, people come and go. We have products built up on it. We have capital. We have liquidity. We have wells. Like regardless of the founder, regardless of like whatever else is going on, the code is the code. It can be forked. It can go move networks, all that stuff. But it's not like it's like one guy over there clicking. All right, here's your money. Here's your money. It's like, no, that's not HEX. HEX is meant to last more than humans in that way. So.
Also, we're still so early. Like if I'm looking at Bitcoin, if you bought Bitcoin in 2017, let's say for, I don't know, $3,000 or $4,000, and you look at the prices today, do you really care if it dangles between 115K and 90K? Like that's still great prices. And maybe we need just to wait out another cycle, maybe 2 more cycles, and then HEX will dangle between $1 and $2 forever or something. And all this drama that we have in the community today about the price action, that would all be gone. So maybe we really need to have a longer vision, but of course that's easier said than done, or to
it's a great point
to people.
I mean, think about how much the people have forgotten about all the bullish stuff that's happened before the bear market for HEX, and then think about how much people are feeling now about the bearish and the PTSD from the bear market and the red candle syndrome, all that stuff. And then once we get into more favorable conditions, how easy it'll be to forget about all that crap that happened.
Yeah.
And let's go to all-time highs again. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Niche gaming, is it possible with the advent of new adoption and hype that we don't come down in the next bear cycle?
What's in the boxes?
That's what I was just. This is what I'm saying to you guys. Listen, it's possible. It's possible that happens, but it's like very unlikely. And so if you get to that point, so this is what we were doing in January of 22. We're all sitting around just like this, and we're like, well, all my signals came in, say it was over. People were saying it's over. And then there was like this whole group of people, no, you guys don't know, because you just don't understand that things are different this time. They're just different. And the price is never coming back down. And you know what happened.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm just saying. So, yeah, it's more likely it's going to come down than it's just going to stay up, right? Because people are going to sell, right? That's what they came for.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, but there's a chance. There's a chance, man. If
15% chance?
I mean, there's some crazy ideas out there, like PDI actually pegs to $1, and then that's used to peg the system. You know,
RHMax did a whole
cetera.
debate with himself about it yesterday.
I like somebody posted
Did
a
you learn
comment,
anything
too.
new?
That was one of the comments I saw out of all the
That was
other
great.
PDI ones. The one somebody left a comment was like, great debate. I was like, wow, I didn't debate myself. I was just talking about nobody wants to debate it. And well, since you brought it up, there's a debate tomorrow. I'm doing 2 days tomorrow. There's a debate in the morning with the guy. So you brought it up. There you go. You get to see it. The seventh debate. I think it's the seventh or eighth.
Well, who's debating tomorrow, buddy?
Me and his name is Bud P. He's a PDI community member, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Yeah. So tomorrow, 2:15 Eastern. 2:15 Eastern. Come by and be edutained. Edutainment.
Yes.
Respectful edutainment. I'm sure it'll be popping. A lot of big community over there. Last question before we go. Sorry, I can't get to all of them, but Ike says, do you guys think the OA will rotate some of the ETH into PulseChain this cycle? I hear different views about that.
I would say yes.
I say no.
Different views, indeed. I say why.
Crispy man, what do you say? Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, well, I guess why could go either way.
Wow, that's great
why isn't
outcome.
you two explain your position, but Crispy, go ahead.
Why would? Yeah, I don't know, man. I know a lot of people kind of have this idea, and I really can't say much about it, because I'm not the OA. I don't know what they're going to do. I can only observe what's happened with it. I think it's more likely to see the OA rotate existing PulseChain tokens it adds into HEX to drive the value up than it is to rotate all of its ETH into PulseChain. But how do I know? We'll watch and see. I hate that I don't have an answer for you.
Yesterday, go back. Everybody who's interested in this question too, look at the stream. I think I clipped it. I might have clipped it, put it on the channel too, about talking about this question came up with CryptoSolve and Fast Abdul yesterday. And we were talking about it for a few minutes. So go back and watch yesterday's stream or the clip on the channel. But the ideal from that was if don't even need to use it, but if they just bridged it over or bridged part of it over, and then the idea would be it would create this front running scenario when they bridge it over, don't do anything. Everyone thinks you're going to do something. They think that's going to go into it. So that begets the green candles and it kicks off this whole thing by just the action of moving it around. So that's one of the ideas out there as well, which likes to do it. Could be interesting.
Bridging
greatest party on earth.
It's a true thing, right? Bridging that ETH into PulseChain brings value to the chain. It would be awesome.
Outrage bridging. Let's do it. Outrage bridging. Like I said, greatest party on earth. If you're here and you're just joining us and you're new to the community, wow. That's probably good in certain ways, and other ways, hopefully you follow these guys and get up to speed with the amazing things happening in the HEX ecosystem, the PulseChain.com. HEX week coming up soon. I need to get on submissions. If you submitted, I've only got back to like 5 people, so don't worry. It's not because I'm lazy. It's because I just doing stuff. So I'll get to it. Guys, DJ, Crispy Man, Triple Dad, amazing stream. Probably the best HEX stream you've seen today. I would say. I don't think I've seen any other HEX streams.
The best one in the last 5 minutes for sure.
Thanks for having us.
I hate to say I think so. Of course. Where can people find more about you and your music and HEX acumen?
I'm still streaming on Twitch 3 times a week, Sunday, Tuesday, and Fridays. Tuesdays, the big show. It has become the big show. It's this community staple where we play roller skating music from the 80s. And What the Hex on Thursdays with Papa B, Toby, and Peter. Tomorrow, by the way, we have the Duke of Booze coming to the show, which is world premiere. So he is the first time on camera, and he wants to actually start stream and build his own channel. And so he's just coming on the show to hang out and trying to show him the ropes. Yeah, he's always in the chat supporting. So I'm very excited about that. That's more what the Hex is about. We like to, we wouldn't bring RG3 on or whatever. We bring like the underdogs in the community, the guys that are always in the chats, and we like to give them their flowers and the platform. So. Yeah, you've been there twice. That's true.
You make
sort
an
of
exception?
the new guys in the community. It's a show by the community for the community.
See, now I don't want to come on anymore. But I don't want to take anyone else's place. But I like the show. I like coming.
You're always welcome.
What a conundrum.
Yeah, we need to build new RG3s, right?
Yes.
100%.
Yes, we need the next.
And
the
shout out
next
to
generation
RG3. Captain is my guy. I just used him as an example.
Yeah,
I know. They're going to say we don't bring RG3 on because we don't like him. Like, didn't say that. We're say that. I was like, where's this going to go?
We're going to smoke that dude tomorrow, man.
Crispy man at hexfire.io. You do some hex stuff from time to time, I've heard.
Yeah. You guys can find me at hexfire.io on X is fine. Or on the YouTubes. It's good.
Triple Dad, you've already talked about it, so we need to talk about it. I'm just kidding.
Triple Dad 007 on Twitter. And you could take a look at us at Magic Carpet Ride 369. Also, today I'm streaming with Fast Abdul for PulseChain Times, and we are going to have Vets in Crypto on. So that should be a fun stream.
All right. Shout out Vets in Crypto. Yeah.
Representing the PNW.
There we go. Yeah, meet up on this Saturday. So anyone in town, let me know. Check out the Telegram that I'm never in, but it's set up. It's set up, and excited to see everyone. SJ is going to be there. It should be fun.
Nice.
All right, everyone. That's all we got for you today. We're going to go out on a 10,000 hex, though. If you haven't seen the founder, you might like him. You might not. You might like him.
10,000 X hex.
That's all we got for you today. Scivive and 5555. We are out.
Wow.
Hex is complete.
Project not complete.
They're not the same thing. Promise returns and go build something. How much X is Bitcoin up? Yeah. 1,000x over a penny. It was designed to replace fiat currency. Back to the 10,000x. Smart fucker I am. Everyone else cries and whines like a little bitch. 1,000x over a penny. It was designed to replace fiat currency. Back to the 10,000x. Smart fucker I am. Well, then it was fucking designed. 10,000x, it's impossible. How can he do that? Listen, you stupid fucks. Everything else is up higher. Bitcoin to 2 million X. $1,500 fucking dollars.